Alexa was an athlete from an early age, competing in softball, kickboxing, track, and gymnastics since she was 5 years old. She went on to become a Division I cheerleader at the University of Akron before getting her tryout with the WWE right out of college. But that almost didn't happen. At the age of 15, Alexa suffered from a life-threatening eating disorder, one that got so bad she had to visit 5 doctors a day just to avoid being in a hospital. But with the help of family, friends, and her personal trainers, she was able to win her 5-year battle, get herself into tremendous shape, and went on to participate in fitness competitions. As a lifelong wrestling fan, Alexa took a less than traditional path to the WWE. There was no tour through the indie scene. When she was 22, she sent in an audition tape, and the company apparently liked what they saw. They decided to take a chance, signing her to a developmental deal. She would spend the next 3 years cutting her teeth in NXT. Now, after taking some time off due to injury, she really started making waves in 2015, feuding with both Sasha Banks and Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship. She would not be successful, however, and her pursuit of the Black and Gold's top women's prize was cut short in 2016, but for a very good reason. On July 19th, Bliss was one of the NXT stars drafted to SmackDown as part of the 2016 WWE Draft. By December, the former college cheerleader who just started wrestling 3 years earlier was on top of the world when she defeated Becky Lynch in a tables match at TLC to claim the SmackDown Women's Championship. She would drop the title relatively quickly to Naomi at Elimination Chamber, but a legit injury forced her to vacate the title after only 8 days, allowing Bliss and Becky Lynch to fight over the championship one more time on SmackDown, and with the help of a throat punch and a little handful of the tights, Bliss would once again best the Irish Lass Kicker and become the first 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. After dropping the title at WrestleMania 33 back to a healthy Naomi, Bliss would find herself on Raw as part of the Superstar shakeup and wasted no time becoming a force on the Red brand. She would accomplish what she could not do in NXT. At Payback, April 30th, 2017, Bliss would defeat Bayley to win a major title, this time the Raw Women's Championship, making her the first wrestler to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's titles. But it was her feud heading into WrestleMania 34 where Alexa used her mean girl-inspired persona to help get one of her real-life best friends over. And on the grandest stage of them all, Nia Jax got the best of her bully to capture the Raw Women's Championship. Never count out Little Miss Bliss, though. Not long after her WrestleMania defeat, Bliss would become Miss Money in the Bank and cash in her contract the very same night she won it, when she interrupted a title match between Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, took them both out, and pinned Jax to win her third Raw Women's Championship. 2 months later, though, Bliss would put her title on the line at SummerSlam against Ronda Rousey and frankly just ran into an absolute buzzsaw. The baddest woman on the planet decimated the goddess en route to claiming the title for herself. The two would meet one more time at Hell in a Cell where Rousey would retain, but it's what happened in that match that changed the course of Alexa's career. After dominating the title picture for a better part of 2 years, it looked as though that Alexa was going to have to take a break from the main event scene. And she did, but it wasn't exactly the break that either she or the WWE had planned. Heading into the first ever all-women's pay-per-view, Bliss and Mickie James started up a program with Hall of Famers Trish Stratus and Lita, and the two teams were set to face off at Evolution. However, just days before the event, it was revealed that Bliss suffered a concussion during her match with Rousey at Hell in a Cell and would not be able to compete. The goddess ended up taking a rather lengthy break from full-time in-ring competition to heal up a variety of injuries, and much to the credit of WWE, they realized that Bliss still had a lot to offer to the company, and that was her skills with a microphone. Over the next several months, we saw Alexa excel in several different roles. The non-competing team captain of Raw at Survivor Series, and soon after, the head of the Raw Women's Division, appointed by then-acting general manager Baron Corbin. Once the McMahons regained power, though, Alexa shifted her talents to hosting duties, debuting a Moment of Bliss in January of 2019, and of course, she went on to host WrestleMania 35. It wasn't until after Money in the Bank 2019 that Bliss returned to full-time in-ring competition. And when she did, she found a new partner in crime and a new friend, both in the ring and in life, in Nikki Cross. Many believe that Bliss was manipulating Nikki at first, using the main roster rookie to bolster her own career. But over time, the two proved to be true friends, and the Mean Girl Bliss proved to the WWE Universe that she has a heart after all. The duo would soon be drinking coffee together, co-hosting talk shows, and yes, they of course went on to become Women's Tag Team Champions. It's been an incredible ride so far for Little Miss Bliss. Just 7 years into the business, she's been able to rise through the ranks to become one of the most accomplished stars of the last decade, making strides both in the ring and in the mainstream as well, thanks to the guys from Bowling for Soup. At just 28 years old, Alexis Bliss already has a Hall of Fame resume. Most recently, the goddess made history once again at WrestleMania 36 as her and Nikki Cross defeated the Kabuki Warriors to become the first ever two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The two are now the premier babyface women's tag team in WWE, and the future appears bright for both stars.